Dave Palumbo with another RX Muscle rant brought to you by Redcon One. Visit redcon1.com. All right, guys, today's topic is what is my purpose in life? Yep, this is going to be a little bit more of one of these deep spiritual talks from me rather than me just complaining and bitching and informing you about, nutritional products. A lot of people contact me and they say to me, Dave, this is off topic, but I don't know what to do with my life. I don't know why I'm here. I feel lost. Yeah, I love working out and everything like that, but I just don't know what to do with myself. And that question comes up a lot, more so than you think. And I bet a lot of you guys out there who are watching this are probably saying the same thing to yourself. What am I doing here? What am I supposed to be doing? What's my purpose here? And it's an interesting question that I think everyone asks themselves at one point in their life, or maybe at many points in their life. And you have to come to grips with there is a reason that you're here, or you would never have been created. Obviously, you're a piece of the divine wisdom up there, and you've been put here for some reason. And if you look at things from the perspective of when you come into this earth, you have nothing, and when you leave this earth, you have nothing, right? You can't take anything with you, okay? Your purpose is to give as much away as possible. Give away things. And when I say give away things, okay, because I say that only because out of the irony that when we die, it doesn't matter how much stuff you've accumulated, it stays, right? And you go. Give away as much as you can, because when you give, you get back, okay? We're here to help other people. We're here to give. When we give, we feel the most connected we ever are to the universe, don't we? We feel like we're doing the right thing. When someone comes up to me at a show or in an airport and says to me, hey, Dave, you know what? You changed my life. Something you said on a show, I listened to, and I went after it, and you know what? I'm doing the thing that makes me the happiest in my life. I can't thank you enough. I can't tell you how much that raises me up from an energetic standpoint. I feel like, $1 million when someone tells me. Giving me money couldn't, I guess, compensate for that feeling that I get when I feel that or I hear that from someone. If someone says on another talk show, or I get an award, although I've never gotten an award, but if I got an award someplace, it wouldn't be the same as when someone tells me, hey, Dave, you helped me out. I took an Uber ride back from back from Mercedes yesterday. I had to return my car. I traded up for a minivan, as you guys might know. And I was sitting in this guy's car for 45 minutes, and we started talking, and I don't even know how we got into talking about his blood sugars. And I was asking him questions about them, and I basically made some suggestions as to what he should do to fix his blood sugars and what he should tell the doctor. And you know what? This guy was so thankful when I got out of the car. He was like, God put you here for a reason. I can't believe it. You changed my life just in the 45 minutes we drove back from Mercedes to your house. Thank you so much. I gave him my number, he gave me his number, and I mean, it was like, I don't know, it felt good inside. And after all, that's supposed to feel good, because I was doing what I was put here to do, which is to help other people, to give information, to be an information provider, to help people live their life more easily. Now, that doesn't mean that that's your calling. You have to find your own calling in life. Everyone out there has their own calling, whether it be painting, because you like to paint and make people happy by giving your paintings out to people, or whether it be video editing, okay, because you video edit for people and you do great commercials, or you do great, movies or documentaries, or you like to teach baseball to little leaguers, and you make them happy, Sometimes, I'll be in a drugstore and kids, with his parents, and the parents are screaming at him, and the kid's in the car sitting in a little stroller, and everyone's ignoring him because there's 5 other kids there, and I'll just go up to the kid and start playing with him, and and he smiles, and right there, that's on purpose. That's what you're here for. People think that they have to be president of the United States, or they have to invent a light bulb to do something important, and that's not the case. The case is you need to do things that make you feel good inside. And I can't tell you, I'm sure a lot of you out there have helped a relative at some point in your life. Maybe they needed money for something and they came to you, and maybe you didn't really have the money, but you know what? You knew that they really needed this to do something, maybe pay a medical bill or their insurance or their rent, and you gave it to them. And even though you didn't want to give away that money, at the same time it felt good. You just knew you were doing something right. And that's the feeling that you have to work to nurture. And as much as you can get that feeling throughout the day, the better you're going to feel. I always wondered how these people, went to these worked with super sick people in these cancer terminal wards. Because to me, it felt like it was really depressing. To me, I don't know if I could do it day in and day out. But that's these people's calling, and they're so good at it. And think about the pleasure you get from that, making these sick kids, dying kids feel good about yourself. So find what you're good at, find what you're naturally drawn to, do it, and then help other people. I always wondered why I always had the weirdest injuries in bodybuilding. I had the strangest injuries. Every time I had to have something done, okay, procedure-wise, I always had the anomalous results where something went wrong. In 100 years of doing this, we've never seen this side effect, okay? And then, I found that there was a reason why I experienced this, because other bodybuilders experienced it as well. And when they would come to me and say, hey, Dave, after a show, I gained 50 pounds and I think I'm a kidney failure. And I'm like, no, happened to me too. This is what you do. Take a half a diazide or cut your carbs back. And I put I put them at ease because I've already experienced how bad it could be. So the experiences and the jobs that you have will train you to be better at helping other people in those areas. And that's why your profession can kind of mesh with your purpose, although your profession isn't who you are. You might be a fireman, but that doesn't mean that being a fireman is your job here. Okay, helping people in the fireman capacity is what your purpose was here. And so find your purpose and don't try to look for it, it'll find you. And don't worry if people tell you, hey, you can't do this, or it's not the right thing to do, or you're not gonna make any money from it, because that's bullshit. And I've told you this before. If you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life and you'll make a really good living at it. Dave Palumbo with another RxMuscle Redcon 1 rant.
Don't you hate when your protein powder doesn't mix properly? Redcon 1's 100% whey isolate, isotope, tastes great, is the absolute highest quality, and of course, mixes well. No shaking required.